People treat time like we're going to be here forever, that there'll always be a next year, that there'll always be one day, that there'll always be another time when I'm ready. So my babe, here's the truth. If you're watching this, you're probably in your late 20s, you're probably in your 30s, maybe early 30s. So just to make this very simple, we'll just use the age 30. In South Africa, average lifespan is 64. So which means that 30 of those 64 years is already gone. And we spent a third of our lives sleeping. So out of those 30 years, you have about 22 years left. And that's 22 summers, that's 22 winters, that's 22 times the sun is gonna hit your face and you're gonna be reminded that you need to get it. You actually need to do something about this, guys. Like, time is not infinite. Just think about it for a second. Like, truly. People treat time like we're going to be here forever, that there'll always be a next year, that there'll always be one day, that there'll always be another time, you know, when I'm ready. But time does not care. It doesn't care about your feelings. The numbers don't lie. And it's not going to stop you. Whether you move or you don't, it's still going. So in this video, we are going to fix our relationship with time. Because once you fix that, then all the motivational videos that you've been watching, they're going to start making sense. Everything is going to fall into place. Your confidence, your income, your relationships, your weight, man, everything. It all starts with time. So let's get into it. So here's what most people don't understand about time. It's the only thing that doesn't discriminate. You have 24 hours, I have 24 hours, Beyonce has 24 hours, Elon Musk has 24 hours, the person who is scrolling on TikTok at 2 a.m. has the same 24 hours, the same amount, but different outcomes. So what is the difference? The difference is not intelligence. The difference is not luck. The difference is how you use those 24 hours. So imagine a small unit of time, a second. Most people trade that unit of time for money. So they work 8 hours and then they get paid. But the people who have the edge, the people who are truly winning in this earthly plane, they've figured out how to make sure that that block of time is saturated with energy. They compress more value into that block of time and into every second that they have. So let me give you an example. Right now, I'm busy building GrooveFund. I'm busy building my social media. Right now, GrooveFund has 200 members and people are contributing every single month. So the whole thing, I run it 15 minutes in my day. How am I able to do that? I built a chief of staff, which is like an AI agent / bot. What the chief of staff does is that it looks at GrooveFund, it can see who paid, who didn't, it can see my email, it can see my goals for the year, and it sends me a message every morning. Who's paid, who hasn't paid, what has been broken. So I spend 15 minutes. 15 minutes is actually stretching it. I spend 10 minutes reviewing what it sent me, and it also gives me ideas. If I'm struggling with something, I document it and it says, you've been struggling with this for the past week. Here are some recommendations that I found on the net. I spent 15 minutes reviewing what the bot did in 24 hours. That is not me having more time. That is me compressing and using that unit of time intelligently. I figured out how to get more done in the time that I have been given. So here's the thing, you can do this too. You don't need to build like a fancy robot like Elon Musk. You just need to start asking yourself, in my blocks of time, how can I compress more value on and more energy into that? You can hire somebody to do something that you hate. You can automate the tasks that you're already doing. You can use a tool that saves you 2 hours in a week. Because here's the thing, guys, when you save 2 hours in a week, when you count those 2 hours into a year, that is equal to 13 days. So if you can get something that compresses your time like that, you save weeks in your year. You're buying yourself extra days. Time is constant, but compressing it and really focusing on how to add energy and value into those blocks of time, that's what's going to give you the edge. Once you understand that, everything changes. So let me take this a step further, because most people think that, oh, I need to hustle, I need to grind, team, no sleep. But that's not how you win. You cannot outwork time. You can multiply what you put into it. Life is a group project. And the people who have figured that out early, they're the ones who we celebrate and respect. They're the ones who have the edge. They're the ones who win. If you have one goal and you are the only person working towards that goal, you are going to move at the pace of one person who is working towards that goal. But if you have 3 people working towards that goal, you are going to 3x your speed, 3x your outcome. You're going to move 3x faster. But if you had 10 people working towards your goal, you're going to move 10 times faster. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I'm not saying hire 10 people, because maybe if you're watching this video, you're not there yet, but you can get units, things that work for you, mimicking 10 people. And those things can work for you while you are not working at all. And those things could be sharp, the people that you hire. Cool, I covered that. It can be the things or the AI that automates your tasks, helps you to critically think, helps you to brainstorm. It could be a system that you build once and it runs forever. It could be a literal robot that does things while you're not doing those things. Every second, it's another second of progress that is happening without you. Another example, as I'm recording this video right now, I think this is going to be a 10-minute video. We'll see. My chief of staff is busy monitoring Group Fund while I'm here. If somebody pays late, it's going to send me a reminder. If the leaderboard changes, it's going to send me an update. If there's a bug, if there's an email, it's even tracking my email. It's going to send it to me. I'm not doing any of that, but it's still happening. That's my thing. And the more of those things that you have working towards your end goal, the faster you're going to move. By the way, if you're interested, there's a waiting list for the chief of staff. It's designed for the South African market. I understand that this thing that I've built might be something that'll be useful to some of you, might be keen to use it. Waiting list, link in bio. Anyway, back to the topic. So you have to ask yourself, what can I hire? What can I automate? What can I build once and then it works for me forever? Because the people who are winning, they're not working 16-hour days like everybody else. You understand? They are working 2-hour days and using those other 14 hours to ideate, to create a vision, to create a strategy. And they have 10 things working for them in the background. That's the game. And once you see this, you can't unsee it. I can't talk about time without talking about failure, because that's where a lot of people get stuck. They're afraid of failing, they're afraid of starting. But here's what I realized. Failure is just information. And I learned this from video games. Guys, there was once a time I used to be addicted to video games, because what you learn from video games, or what I learned from video games, is that when you play a game, you have an end goal. You want to pass that level. You want to beat the boss, you want to save the princess, whatever. And on the way to that goal, you are going to fail a lot, multiple times. While you're jumping there, you'll fall off the platform, you'll get killed by an enemy, you'll take the wrong path, you're gonna get lost, something wrong is gonna happen on your way there. But when you fail in a video game, do you quit? You don't. The failing, the trying again, that is the thing that makes the video game fun. In the video game, failure teaches you something. Now you know that, oh, okay, the platform disappears when I stand on it for too long, right? Or you learn that, oh, if I sneak past the zombies and I walk behind their back, I can actually, move further. Or, oh, I need to save my energy in this part of the game so that when I get to the boss, I have all my bullets. Every failure is a piece of information, and that information makes you a better player. So why can you understand that concept in a video game, in a Super Mario game, in a Tetris game? But when it comes to real life, you act like failure is the end. You fail once in business and you quit. You're like, I'm not meant to be an entrepreneur. You fail once at the gym, your muscles are sore. You're like, I'm no longer going there. You fail once at building something and you say, hey, I guess I'm not cut out for this. Come on, bruh. You've been training for this all of your life. Every game that you've ever played has been teaching you that failure is feedback, that failure is information, that failure is progress. So why aren't you applying that into your real life? Why are we acting like living on earth is supposed to be hunky-dory? You need to start looking at failure differently. It is not the end, it's just part of the game. And the more you fail, the more information you have. And the more information you have, the better you're gonna get. And the better you're gonna get, the closer you are at winning. So stop being afraid of failing. Start expecting it. It is gonna happen. Especially if you're trying something new, it's definitely gonna happen. Because if you're not failing, you're not playing the game hard enough. Now that you fix your relationship with time, you understand that that's the foundation. There are so many other relationships that you need to fix too. Maybe I'll make other videos about the relationship with money, the relationship with the emotions. But let's talk briefly about your relationship with judgment. Because the thing about judgment is that it's designed to keep people mediocre. Most people are terrified about what other people are going to think. So they stay small. They don't post, they don't do anything, they don't start. They're scared about, oh, what if I look fat in this? Like, they don't try. But here's the truth. Judgment, it's designed to keep you in a box. But my question to you is, do you want to relate to people who want to stay in a box, to people who want to stay small? Do you regard their opinion that highly? People who don't even pay your rent? Come on, man. What if they judge you? So what? So, okay, they judge you. And then what's gonna happen? You're definitely not getting closer to what you want. Do too much. Try hard. Because you're gonna love yourself for it. The process of trying hard is so satisfying, guys. You have no idea. Stop letting fear control your life. Stop letting judgment keep you small. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about your relationship with food. Most people, when it comes to eating, they eat to feel numb. They don't use food as fuel. When they're stressed, they're eating. When they're bored, they're eating. When they're sad, they're eating. The thing is, at the end of the day, no matter how delicious, food is just fuel. Because if you fill your body with junk, you're going to be running on low quality fuel. If you're running on low quality fuel, you're going to have low quality energy. If you have low quality energy, remember the chunk of time I was talking about? You're going to have low quality output. You're compromising that output that you could be giving. So fix your relationship with food. Eat to perform, not to escape. If you want me to do a long video about this, because I study medical science, so I'm very well versed in this. If you want me to create a video about that, let me know. I'll do it. But this video is about your relationship with time. So all of these relationships, and there are plenty I could talk about, all of these relationships, they matter. But the foundation is your relationship with time. That's where it starts. Because when you fix your relationship with time, you become sober. You wake up. You stop sleepwalking in life. You stop wasting hours. Stop wasting energy on things that don't matter. And then suddenly you have the energy to fix everything else. So here's the bottom line. You have 20 summers left. Maybe less. I hope it's not. But you have 20 summers left. You can spend those 20 summers scrolling, numbing, wasting your energy and your presence with people who don't energize you, waiting for the right time, always postponing for next week, next year, not taking your resolutions seriously. Or you can spend those 20 summers building, living, creating, enjoying, being aligned. But that choice, it starts with fixing your relationship with time. Stop treating time like it's infinite. It's not. Stop waiting for certainty. It's not coming. Stop being afraid of failure. That's information. And start asking yourself, how can I compress more value into these seconds that I'm dedicating to the things that I want? How can I multiply that? How can I stop letting judgment keep me small? Because once you fix that, your confidence is going to skyrocket, your income is going to grow, you're going to have more ideas, you're going to feel more energized, you're going to be more revitalized, your peace is going to return, you're going to feel more aligned, and you're going to step closer and closer into your purpose. Everything is going to start falling into place. You're going to know what not to do, you're going to know what to do. So you have 20 summers left. What are you going to do with them? If this hit you, subscribe, like, comment, share it with somebody who you feel like needs to hear it. And if you want to see how I'm building Grew Fund, how I'm building my chief of staff, or anything else, I'm documenting it on my TikTok, on my YouTube. Please give me a follow. All the links are in my description. And yeah, see you on the next one.